If you're ever in doubt if we're in a bull market or not, I want you to put on this chart, SPX, the S&P 500. This is the main index of the American stocks. Put it on the weekly, and from October 2023 until now, in an uptrend. It's almost making new all-time highs. Nasdaq technology stocks, nearly making all-time highs. Gold, nearly hitting our target at the top of the channel. Home builders, still in an uptrend. Russell 2000, still in an uptrend. So even when things feel like they're going crazy or they're very bearish, is that the charts telling you that, or is that the news outlet, the social media influencers, X? Are you getting all that information from them, or are you just looking at this chart and saying, fuck, we're almost at all-time highs in the stock market? So everything's all good. Until this chart breaks down, I am long and I am strong. We look at Bitcoin and we'll go into the daily. You can see it's not doing much. It came out, it got the breakout, and then it just started consolidating. Didn't really do much. Swept the lows on liquidity a few times, but it hasn't really done much. So we're still waiting to see which way it's going to go. It hasn't decided yet. But if we look in the stocks, and you can see the stocks are almost making new all-time highs, I think where it's going to show us is on the dollar. This dollar is starting to look very bearish. And when this dollar starts dropping, it is an inverse indicator. So when the dollar goes down, Bitcoin goes up. Now, it won't be like this every time. You know, sometimes it does go in sync with each other, but they're normally opposite to each other. So we want to go on, let's go on the weekly, and we can look at this big move in the dollar. It's gone up from September 2024 and it's just held that trend line all the way up. We have been on this chart watching it. As you can see, I've previously marked up here, come down, retest as support, and then fire off. And if it does this, it's bearish, it's not good for Bitcoin. But if the dollar starts breaking down, that means money is leaving the dollar into risk-on assets. So this chart is so important, especially after this run up, because you can see it's made an all-time high, not an all-time high, a cycle high, and it's come down, and it's retested this as support, and it's come up, and it's retested this trend line here, and retested and bounced straight off it. Another good sign. So we've got a high and a lower high. It's come down, we've got a low, and look at this now. Look at this dollar dumping. If we get past this red pivot point, the dollar is going to be making a lower low. And that is the start of a downtrend. High, low, lower high, lower low. So this is amazing. What we want to see as well, if I turn on the EMA ribbon on the daily, this is multiple moving averages. So it's just the price of all these candles with different moving averages. And look at it. It normally uses this as support, bounce, straight into it, bounce. It's almost like a safety net, it's like a trampoline. Comes in, pushes it up, comes in, pushes it up. But as you can see here, It's come right down. It pushes it back up. But look, it wasn't going that deep before. It's gone right deep, straight back down into it. And now we're looking to get a clean close on the daily. Now, if we look back on when we've got these clean closes on the daily like this, after a big move up, and we get a clean close on the daily like this, might pop up, then it's come straight back down. Clean close on the daily, straight down. Clean close on the daily, straight down. Clean close on the daily, straight down. And this is a bit more chop. But you can see after these big moves up, like here, clean close on the daily, this is a very good sign. This looks like this will start potentially turning down. And like I said, when the dollar goes down here, Bitcoin, risk on assets, the stock market absolutely flies. And it looks like we're at the start of this. So we're trying to work out what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin's probably just arranging the now and having, I think, where the market wants to be, checking out the dollar, checking out the stock market. That's the bigger play, as these markets are so much bigger than Bitcoin. Bitcoin and the crypto market is just a small fry compared to these. So these moves start to play out. I have no doubt that Bitcoin will catch up. So we look at liquidation levels. In the last 24 hours, Bitcoin's ranging. And you know when it ranges, it starts building liquidity at the top and liquidity at the bottom. Some of the market says, I think we're going to go long. Some of the market saying, I want to go short. So that's where these liquidation levels come from. So they start building that up, and that's on the daily. So let's have a look at the weekly and see where we're sitting. So on the weekly, it's come down, it's taken all the liquidity there. So until this breaks down, even though this looks to feel like some consolidation or some bearishness, or even if you feel this, till this breaks down, you know, that's our target. It's building up liquidity here. That's where we want to go and hit it. Now if we look at the monthly, it's taken down most of the liquidity here. And these ones, levels up here, have really started to grow. So these are positive signs. This is where I think the market wants to go next. The only problem I'm having is this downturn in the volume. And we can see there's a slight uptick there if you look closely. If this carries on, this is a good sign. This means the volume's starting to turn around. And if that volume starts to turn around, just as Bitcoin starts moving up, then we've got some backup. We've got some power behind this move. So we need to keep our eye on the volume. If this is the start of the tick up, as Bitcoin consolidates and that volume moves up with Bitcoin, a brilliant sign. Absolutely brilliant. Especially when we have this dollar breaking down. And this dollar is like, this is a big candle for the dollar. Might even close below here. So I think Bitcoin's in a strong position right now. There's one thing I'm not liking is this volume. We need to see this volume turn around. So once we get that volume moving, it's a good sign because we've got clear targets up here for the liquidation levels. Price is coming back for this. It's like leaving your phone on a table. You're going to come back for it. This money up here is not, they're not just going to leave hundreds of millions of dollars sitting up there. It's coming for it. And these charts, like this dollar breaking down, Bitcoin breaking trend, having two strong wicks there. The charts are saying it should go up, but we've just got this one factor that's weighing. But if you look very closely, there's a uptick on it. So we will monitor this, and I'll come back every single day like I do. And if you do like these videos, like and subscribe. I'm here every day. I put these videos out just to try and help you guys in the market, give you a bit of understanding of what's going on. I remember when I first started, it's difficult trying to navigate these markets if you don't have anyone, and I've got no hidden agenda here. I'm just giving you straight up honest TA. I'm not trying to show you any coins or anything like that. I'm just telling you how I see these charts, and if you guys can take some information away from it or you find it helpful, even better. So guys, it's Thursday tonight, so I'll be back again same time tomorrow, and if you've got a weekend starting early, enjoy your weekend. But please like and subscribe, and I will be putting out another video tomorrow same time. Have a good one guys, cheers.